All right, folks, we're on. This is Sunday, and it's happy Easter time. And as I kind of get set up here, I again say happy Easter to everybody. Hope everybody had a good Easter. And what we're going to do is what I said over the last week or so. And by the way, I don't know what's going to happen this following week yet. I need to figure that one out. So, and Instagram is coming. And again, I'm always trying to improve my stream. Still working on that. Got some things going on. Lots of things going on. So keep watching because things can only get better. Let's get going, and then I'll talk about what's going to happen tonight. So I talked about singing some gospel hymns, and we're going to do that tonight. And we're going to talk about some of the people who wrote this with a special emphasis on Amazing Grace, because that's a nationally known tune, and people are very aware. So, and it's sung in many different venues and areas in our country, and has been for many years. In fact, I think it was sung at this last inauguration for president. You have to fact check me on that. I'm not sure, but I think that's the case. And so we're going to do some of that tonight. We're going to play a little game, and of course, we're going to combine the two. So I want to remind you, Sithsurgeon, I am still and am continue to be on Instagram. Again, I put on another Instagram this coming week sometime, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, as I kind of think through the week. And again, I'm on Twitch TV, as in tonight, or YouTube and Rumble. And so remember all that. And as I look through my schedule, always remember that my schedule changes. And so sometimes, even though I put things out and I have a general schedule on my Twitch channel, that's not always the case just because of the job that I'm in, right? So, I mean, I'm a surgeon. And so I check this one more time. Yep, we're good. And so sometimes what happens, or what I plan, doesn't always happen that way. And I've kind of given you some of my schedules in the past about how that works. Sometimes getting home, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then sometimes it spills over the next day, and sometimes things are not predictable. So I kind of like that about what I do as a job. Keep things a little bit spontaneous and a little bit different. So it's not that typical 9 to 5 job. Nothing wrong with that 9 to 5 job, but it doesn't fit me as well as some of the spontaneity. So remember that as I kind of get into this next week. And so I'm going to start out with talking about this first song, which is called Because He Lives. And it's done, the first name, it's a Gaither song, okay? So it's, I'll take that. And it's a Gaither song. It has Gloria Gaither as the primary first person on it, so it makes me wonder if she was the primary one who wrote it. She was a writer too. So remember the Gaither trio, the Gaithers. So Bill and Gloria Gaither are the primary people involved with this tune. Okay, and so I'm thinking that probably she wrote it. So whoop. Oh, here we go. See if I'm going to get shot here. Yeah, I'll get that. So, we're going to try some other things tonight too, by the way. Let's just check one thing before I start singing the song. Ooh, long ways to go, so let me just try here. This is going to be a little bit difficult because I don't know the words of any songs. I always... and that's not because I don't know the song, as you probably will see. I know the song, but oh, she almost got me. I better get some med kit here going. What is that? That's a blue, isn't it? I don't want that primal pistol. I want the shotgun. So hang on here. Let me kind of get it a little bit more, because I got to sing these songs, So it's going to be, whoops. There we go. There we go. Now we're all set up. Just about. Okay. So, you know what? I had more luck with the grenades, and so I'm going to go back to the grenades, I think, tonight. What is that? Rifle. I'm going to take that. I'm going to dispense with that, even though I like that little mini. So I'm going to start heading out a little bit, I think. Let's see how much time we got. A little bit of time. I've got those eggs over there, so I'm going to use those eggs. So give me a minute to kind of get some stuff, and then I'll sing the songs. In fact, I might try and sing them more when I'm not playing. So, because it's just so hard to do. We'll see how it goes, okay? So the first one is the Gaithers, and they're pretty famous in our time period as far as gospel singing. Very well known. You may not know them, but within the gospel circles, they're pretty famous, pretty well known. And so we'll start with them. They're pretty contemporary. Now, when I mean contemporary, I don't mean that they're contemporary Christian. They are more hymnal and kind of southern gospel. Okay. So when I say contemporary Christian songs, I'm talking about a certain genre of music within Christianity that people watch. So what we're talking about here is Christian hymnal, so gospel hymns. Okay, so there's a lot of hymns out there now that are newer than this hymn that I'm going to sing of theirs. But let's pick up these eggs, see if I can get going a little bit. I'm just going to bypass a lot of this, I think, just to get out of here, because I think I've got a long ways to go. So let's try to go, guys. And out. I'm going to come over here to this Slurpee, I think. Yeah, I really kind of lucked out on that first kill, you know. Because I was down to about what HP? I mean, hardly anything HP wise, and really I kind of took it easy. I didn't really force that issue, and I could have. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so there's that up there. So let's give this a try. Maybe I can start to right now, sing the song and see how that goes. Because he lives. God sent his son, they called him Jesus. He came to love, heal, and forgive. He lived and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives. How sweet to hold a newborn baby and feel the pride life gives. And greater still, the calm assurance this child can face uncertain days because he lives. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives. And then one day I'll cross the river. I'll fight life's fine, no war with pain. And then as death gives way to victory, I'll see the lights of glory, and I'll know He lives, because He lives. I can face tomorrow, because He lives. All fear is gone, because I know He holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives. All right, so first one down. And look at that, I didn't die. Got out of the storm, so let's see what we can do, and I'll set up for the next song here in just a minute, depending on how things go, hey? So 3 more to go, and the next one we will do is In the Garden. So hang on a little bit, and we'll get to that. See if I can make a little progress here. And we'll get to that song in just a minute. I'll have to look that one up too, because I can't remember exactly where it is. And obviously I need the words, and I think that was a good move that I went to that bush to kind of finish off that song. And we're going to finish off with Amazing Grace and the story about that. So we also need to get a drink after that first song. So let me, hey, you know what? I've got 1 kill in this game. So not too bad for me. And you know what? If you look at last night's stream, you're going to see something, and what you're going to see is not the best play, okay? I'll just admit that. I mean, I was thinking about last night's stream and thinking to myself, that was not the best play. And if you hang on to the end, I'm playing with 3 guys from New Zealand. Oh, there's a guy. He got one of those little, let's see here. I've got those grenades. I don't think I can hit that. I don't think he's behind there. Let's get up to him. Maybe. Oh, too much, man. Too much. Whew. Wow. Okay, so let me look up this other one here while I'm kind of readying up. We'll watch him just for a minute. So he thinks he's really cool. I just can't figure out where it is. 320. 320. All right, let me ready up here. Favorite song? I need a drink before I do it. So here we go. All right. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is ringing. Hey. walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me be falling, but he bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. That's by Austin Miles. 1800s into the 1900s songwriter. And if you look at the Gaithers, I think Gloria Gaither herself, I think them certainly in totality have written 700 plus songs. I think that Miles wrote around 400, maybe. So, and I don't remember if he is the, let's just check this. If he became a preacher or not, if I remember right, he became an evangelist preacher, and went around preaching the gospel, if I remember correctly. Okay, so don't quote me on that. All right, let's see what we can do here, and then the next song is an important song. So this song was my dad's favorite song, and so came to be probably one of my favorite songs. Beyond the fact that I respect my dad, and he meant a lot as far as my upbringing and so forth. It's a great song. I love the song. It had a lot of meaning, and beyond those facts, my dad died of cancer, a metastatic cancer that I diagnosed in 1999. So not just in remembrance of him, but also just because I think the song is an awesome song when it comes to gospel hymns. And like I said before, gospel hymns are not, there's several different genre groups, and some people may put them in different sections and so forth. You have a lot of hymns that are like the Gaither one is not, I wouldn't consider to be a new hymn, but yet this one is older by far than the Gaither hymns, and there are older hymns than that. The newer hymns are similar, but just written newer time, really, at least from my perspective. Okay. Woo, yeah, egg thing, yeah, Easter. So let me get playing here just a little bit, and I think I'm going to go to this building over here. I need a better shotgun or something like that. I think Old Rugged Cross is our next song. And I think I may have a little bit backwards, because I think that Bernard is the author of that, and he was the one who became a preacher, evangelist type preacher. But you can check me on that. Let's just see here. Get around this right here. Pick up that. Egg launcher, whatever. Let's see. Get around this area here. Ooh. I'm in the thing, so I'll just hang out here for a minute. See if anybody comes to me. There's that bot over here too, so we'll check all that stuff out. That guy that killed me that last game, man, he was just better. What can I say? I mean, again, you have to know what kind of a player you are and how good you are. That doesn't mean you can't get some wins, which we're gonna have wins. So I'm gonna have to be out of control good to play this game for sure. Ooh, that looked like something I could take. What's that? Ooh, I like that. Yep, I'll take that one. I like that one. I'm gonna go to grenades. Go to grenades. I'm coming here now. So next one will be Old Rugged Cross. I think too, man. I don't know if you check out that stream from last night, the last game. One of the guys I was playing with, one of the New Zealanders. There, one from Wellington, two from Hamilton, one from Wellington. I don't think I finished that thought, and hadn't been to Hamilton or Wellington, but I was close to Hamilton and the North Island. Anyways, that last stream, it was an incredible fight there at the end. I wasn't in it. I got killed, but pick that up. I'm going to go up to, I like that place out there, this building up here. You know, it's funny how you feel comfortable. Come on. Come on. There we go. Didn't quite get to it. And so, funny how you feel comfortable in certain places in the game. You know, this is one of the buildings right here that I feel more comfortable with. So, next up is going to be the Old Rugged Cross. In just a minute, let me get to a point where I can get to it safely and sing that one. We have already done 2 songs. And we've got 2 more to go. And these next 2 songs, this one and Old Rugged Cross, are written by hymn writers. And again, the Old Rugged Cross, my dad's favorite song, my dad's favorite hymn. But I like it too. It's an awesome song. Let's just do some of that here. Ooh, that's a gold. Ooh, no, what is that? Yeah, it's gold. Is that red gold? Whatever that is. All right. So let me get over here. Let me just take a minute here. I'm going to find the place of that song. Again, we're celebrating Easter. 132 is, I think, where it is. We get to it, so I'll be ready for it, because if I get killed, I want to be on top of it. All right. Let's go now. Oh, is that new? No, that's been this season. Okay. So, and then last night, again, I was just talking about that last game. You check that out, man. That was quite a building fest. We lost it. We took second. And but what I was saying was I was not playing well at all last night, and my head just wasn't in it. And we didn't get a win. But interestingly, I had played a few nights previously. I didn't stream, and we got a win. So we got a win that night, but not last night. Even though that was a killer. It was a killer, man. Let's see what's this. I'll take. No, I got that. I got it. It was a killer game at the end there. So Old Rugged Cross is coming up next. It's by, who's the writer? Bernard, like a George Bernard. And I think he wrote quite a few hymns. All these writers did. And kind of in the old hymnal style. So we're going to sing that in just a minute here. As soon as either I get killed or get into a safe space, we'll give it a try. So, and then what I'm going to plan on doing is going squads at some point, and like I did last night, I'll try and keep people in context, because I know you can't hear. I'm trying to fix that problem. I can't hear the other streamers. I mean, not streamers, but other players. So I'll try and fill people in on that. That's kind of the plan. And again, this coming week, I don't know yet what my plan is going to be. I will put out on Instagram. Remember, I'm Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. So I'm going to put on an Instagram maybe tomorrow. It could be as late as Wednesday, though, because that's just what my week looks like. Somebody who's down there. Have I gotten a fight yet this game? I haven't gotten in a fight. I don't like that. Oh, look at that build right there. That's craziness. I don't know what he was doing. All right. So again, I hope everybody had a good Easter. No matter how you celebrate it or what your position is, but we're honoring and celebrating Easter from the Christian perspective tonight. Sang 2 songs already and getting ready to set up for this third one, and then we're going to finish with Amazing Grace. And I've got interesting stories about Amazing Grace and the writer of that song. He's a very, very interesting person. I'm getting over that. I learned my lesson on those dinosaurs. Somebody told me you could tame them, which you can tame them, but you have to have a certain thing. But so I had to kill them all when they started attacking me before. So I don't know how to tame them yet. I got to figure that out, whether I want to figure it out or not. Again, I'm a simple player. And I don't do all the fancy stuff necessarily. And see where we end up here. So, Old Rugged Cross is coming up. Oh! Where is he? Where are you, buddy? Is that him? Yep, that's him. Should I go after him? He left. Whatever, dude. Cheap shots and then you leave. Got time for you, man. I don't think I'm low enough to get us. Oh, I'm almost inside. Okay, I'm going to try and concentrate on this game, see how well I do. There's still 17. There's 16 people left. I mean, that's still quite a few. I've not gotten a kill yet. That's not very good. Oh, where is it? Where are you, dude? Show yourself. Come on. Don't be a pansy. Don't be a pansy, man. Don't be hiding. Some bush or something like that. Come on, be a man. Show me where you are. On to 15. Old Rugged Cross is coming up, people. Not going to want to miss that. I'm right in the center now, guys. Somebody to my right. I just don't see him. Now, that's one of my problems, okay? Ooh, let's get these eggs, huh? Because I need it, There's one there. There's one there. Kind of learned to like that. Well, now try and get me, dude. Where are you? Where are you? Is it right down there? Oh, I got grenades? I do have grenades. I got 6 of them. Got some great grenade kills in the last several streams I've done. Really good. I love getting grenade kills. One of my favorite things to do. Because it's kind of unexpected, you know. But if you get them hunkered down, then you get them. Should I go down there? Should I go to... Oh, somebody's already been there. Dude, where are you? They're probably holed up there, aren't they? Anyways, so one of my problems is I can't see as well as maybe I could years ago. Maybe I should put it that way. And so I don't catch it. I mean, when I'm playing in squads, that's one of the things I like because the squad guys can tell me when they see something. Now, the other thing I'm hoping for tonight, I had a raid a couple nights ago on a stream, and I want another raid, man, because I had no clue what was going on. Look at that build. No, that's not a build. Dude, I can't see anybody. Does anybody see anybody? I don't see anybody. Anyways, I had a raid the other night, and I was clueless about what was going on. So I had to read up on it. I think I mentioned that last night's stream. And last night, the key to getting into medical school. You might want to check that out. There is a single key to getting into medical school. And lots of things are important getting into medical school, but there's one thing that you cannot go without. And so you might want to check that stream out. I also talked about Chichen Itza, talked a little bit about why you do gallbladder surgery early. Oh, here we go. Let's get him. Ah, I got him. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. A long shot, man. He was... I don't know what he was doing, man. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, see what I tell you? There's a guy sitting up there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just get behind this rock. The nice thing, no snipers, eh? Because somebody peeled me off right there. Where's my? There we go. I'll look up a little bit. Where are you, dude? You sit up on top of those. I don't like it when they sit up on top of those. What are we down to? We have 4. Okay, let's see if we can get the win. Let's see if we can get the win. I don't see him over there. He's coming from over there somewhere. He's going to hide in there. But he's got to come out of there because, look, the circle is past Lazy. So he's got to come out. There's somebody behind me. I don't see him. Maybe I should go back up where I was. But that guy's got to come out, right? Because the circle is right over here. Right there is where that circle goes to. So he's got to, if he's in those buildings, he's got to come out. Okay, it's telling me over there. Get shots over there at west. You see that? The little things up there in west. My little circles don't show that, but it must be far away. Let's see. I gotta get my phone. Just hang on. Everybody just hang on. Oh, there he is. See him? See him? Okay. There's another guy. See him? Okay. No, no, that's the little thing. Shoot. That was a dumb move. Okay, that was stupid. Okay. That was dumb, guys. Dumb. Don't do that again. Okay, where is he? Okay, there's 2 people. 2 people. Oh, you. I don't like you. Where are you? Come on. Take a minute here just to do this. Okay. The wind is coming, guys. The wind is coming. Where are you, dude? Somebody can get me from behind if I'm not careful. Where are you? You come out of there, buddy. See, that thing threw me off there. It was rolling down there, and I thought it was a person in a bush. Remember when they used to be able to hide in a bush? Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Get that little bit there. Where are you, dude? Okay, there's 2. There's 2. Where are you? Somebody above me? There he is. There he is. I see him. I see him. Come and go. Go. Go, go. Oh, you. Ah. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Okay. Here we go, folks. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. On that old rugged cross, so despised by the world, has a wondrous attraction for me. For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. In the old rugged cross, stained with blood so divine, a wondrous beauty I see. For 'twas on that old cross Jesus suffered and died to pardon and sanctify me. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the old rugged cross I will ever be true, its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. All right, 3 of them down. We got Amazing Grace next, so we're gonna talk about this for a second. I need to find it also. There's a guy right here, eh? I might get in a battle right off the bat, so let's be aware of that. Ooh, 2 guys. Hey, you know, at least I got, oh, I hate those bow and arrows that close. I'm going to have to take it, guys. I'm going to have to take it. I don't want it. I'm not that good of a shot with them, okay? It's not my thing. He got something good, I can tell. Dang. Whoa! Long ways to go there, guys. Ah, dude. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Now, let me just get this going and talk about the writer of Amazing Grace. This is an amazing story that goes along with the song Amazing Grace. Oh, whoa. That was unexpected. All right. Let me just find that real quick while you're watching him for a minute. And so I can get to it. I can't remember what page it's on. Let's get to Amazing Grace, and let me talk about him as we kind of get ready for that. LM, Amazing Grace, 187. All right. Okay, so the writer of this hymn, 187, Amazing Grace, John Newton, is a very, very important figure in a lot of different ways. Now the song is unforgettable. It's got 6 verses to it. Usually just the first verse is sung, but I'm going to sing all 6 verses, and I'll do that in just a minute. So Newton was a very, very interesting guy, and there are movies, there are plays. One of the best plays I ever saw was about his life story, because it's such an amazing life story. And if you get a chance to see the play Amazing Grace, you should definitely see it. It is great music, great acting, and the story is very, very moving. Better than any TV show you're going to watch. So Newton, important person. Now, when he's English. He's born into a family that had, stature and money at the time. But he was forced into the Navy. In other words, he was kidnapped. Now, that used to be a thing that people did in the past. The old story that if you went to a bar in a Navy town, the next thing you knew, you were on the Navy ship. All right? So that's kind of happened to him. Not that he went to a bar. I don't know what the circumstances exactly were. But he was, I'm just going to go there. I won't worry about marking it. So he was forced into the Navy. And from that perspective, he was kind of I would assume he's at least portrayed kind of a snotty kid. And so he did not do well in the Navy and was kind of was beaten up. Basically, he was cast into the brig. I mean, he was a no good kind of a guy. And then he started working in the slave business in Sierra Leone, okay, as a country in Africa. Now, interestingly, throughout his period in the slave industry, he became a slave. He was a slave. He became a slave for 3 years, I think, is the number. And by the Sierra Leone, now this certain group of people in Sierra Leone, and you can look it up, I think they're called the Sherbors or something like that, is a certain tribe in Sierra Leone, West African country, who were some slave traders, and they worked with the Europeans at the time to produce slaves, and the tribes people took part in that. Okay, so they were working as slavers basically, and that's who he was enslaved by. He was enslaved by the African slavers who were getting other Africans to become slaves. All right, does that make sense? So, bottom line is Newton himself became a slave for about 3 years and was treated as such. All of the negative things that you hear about slavery, the worst things. Now, there are some other types of slavery that, are not quite what you might think of, but the worst things about slavery was he was beaten, he was despised, he was treated subhuman, basically. So he was a slave for about 3 years. And then he was rescued by his dad, a guy of stature, okay? And ultimately by his dad. And he ended up going back to being a slaver, okay? So he ended up taking ships, because he was a naval guy, he'd taken ships to Sierra Leone, to this tribe who dealt in slavery and were slavers themselves. And he would he would bring down products, and then he would get slaves, and then he would sell them to the Caribbean or whatever, Americas, that kind of thing. Really, one of the biggest places in slaving at the time was Hispaniola. I talked about that last night. That's where Haiti and Dominican Republic are. And so he took part in that. Well, then he became a Christian and an abolitionist. So when he became an abolitionist, and actually before his death, he saw the finalization, or whatever you want to call it, the emancipation of the slave trade within England before he died. So he became an abolitionist because of all these types of things, what he saw in the slave industry, the fact that he was ended up being a slave himself, the fact that he was kidnapped and treated so poorly as a Navy guy. Whoa, where are you? Whoa, over here? Over here, where are you? Over there, I think, eh? Oh, there he is. I think that's him. Oh, he's just messing with me. All right, so he became yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, you're really cool. Really, really cool, buddy. All right, so he became an abolitionist. When he was an abolitionist, he wrote one of the most famous hymns ever. And that famous hymn was Amazing Grace. So let me, because this is so important, let me go back to the lobby and let me sing it. Here we go. Hang on one second. People are on. If you want to talk to me. Oh, okay. That's no big deal. I'll talk about that later. All right, here we go. Let's see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace has brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. The Lord has promised good to me, His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. And when this flesh and heart shall fail, and mortal life shall cease, I shall possess within the veil a life of joy and peace. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the stars, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. It's worth it to die on that one. Amazing Grace. And you can see some of his story in there where he says that by amazing grace he made it through. So that is Amazing Grace. That is our gospel hymn singing for tonight in celebration of Easter. And we'll play one more game, I think, of solo, and then we'll go to probably squads, and I'll try and keep you informed on that, because again, I know you can't hear, so let me get a drink. Gotta change my batteries. Let's do that real quick before we get going. So got all that done without battery. Now I'm going to change my batteries, reconnect here. Hang on, guys. Don't lose me. I'll be back in just a secundo. Not really going anywhere, but